Before we look at options for Cuba's future, we have to understand its past. Cuba was a socialist nation with strong ties to the Soviet Union until it collapsed in 1991. Immediately after this collapse, Cuba made a free market environment available to prevent food shortages. The years following were plagued with job shortages and political unrest. In 2000, President Fidel Castro saw that the country was in need of severe reform, beginning to trade with nearby countries such as Mexico and Canada. In the more recent years, with Raul Castro as president, Cuba has been able to open trade even greater and create a better governing system and allow free market jobs to thrive. What changed this was Cuba's cash crops and tourism attraction. Cuba is a country that has an amazing opportunity for positive growth. This is a map showing Cuba's population per square mile. As you can see, there are very few areas that are fully populated and show large amounts for growth. If you think back to the last map and compare it to this one, you can see that Cuba has a lot of room to hold a population. This is why charter cities would be such a good idea for Cuba. Charter City is a city that will be built completely from scratch and will incorporate all new jobs and all new infrastructure. Because of Cuba's location, a charter city would be able to do very well there. Trading routes would be no problem because Cuba is surrounded by ocean. Even though the country has not fully reformed to where it is completely ready to undertake a brand new city, perhaps foreign countries would be willing to oversee the city and have it play by different, more stable rules than the rest of the country. If Americans were to oversee the city, this would possibly open trade between the two countries and perhaps mend the relationship that had been broken during the Cold War. Cuba has the potential to create the next Singapore and thrive as a country.